One of the issues with this car is the shifter. So getting into reverse, neutral, drive is no problem. But if you look closely here, this is really loose. Which means like just a little tap will get you into manual mode, which is not ideal. And so this is due to what's called the claw, which is a piece of plastic that holds the springs, guides, for the shifter stock, and that cracks or breaks, and it allows the shifter to move back and forth between manual and drive with no resistance, which means while driving, if you bump it, you can end up in manual, and that's not great. So I'm going to walk through how to fix this. This is the Volvo kit with the replacement parts, the claw. I'll go into more detail later. As part 8675629, which you can get at FCP Euro or your favorite place to get Volvo parts. We're going to start off by putting the shifter into neutral. And then before removing the shift knob, we have to detach the boot from the shift knob using the trim tool. So you have to push down. Go. That's down. I should be able to. Oh. There we go. Okay, now that's removed. We're gonna put this aside. There's grease on here, so just put it somewhere safe. And this is where the boot holds on to. That looks in. Now that's done. Whew. We can pry under the wood trim. There's a little piece of plastic right under it, so don't grab too low. That will come up, pull it up and away. And now, if we want to, we can. Actually, probably should. Press these tabs so that we can remove the silver part here. Oh, watch out, the lock ring is in here too, so we don't want to lose that. Okay. Alright. So push on the tab and at the same time push on the back. That'll push it forward. Yeah, this ring, you don't want to lose this. I'll put it over there. Pretty dirty, but. So it seems like below each round part here, so all four, there is a tab that we will have to push in. Maybe we can, maybe we can reach in. Maybe I can use this. Okay, maybe, but let's see. Whoa. Great. Okay. Okay, well, there's one here, one here, one here, and one here. So we can see here, this whole arm, the black and the yellow ones, are broken. This pin. This is a pin that holds in the, we're replacing it anyway, but that holds in those parts. Here. You don't want to stab yourself. Okay. Ow. Where did it go? Old spring. I'm missing a lot. We're replacing this spring as well. Oh no, are you serious? So here I realized that when I tried to remove the pin, only the top came off and the rest of it was broken off in the mechanism. Ideally, you want to remove the whole pin as one piece, and then you can do all the replacement without what's coming up for me. Okay, let's figure out how to remove the remains of the cap. So I did find that the bottom of the pivot pin for the claw can be reached from the side, right around here. So if you're able to, try to release it before pulling the pin out, so it'll come out as one piece. To get enough access to remove the pin, I had to remove the center console, but if you're able to do it without that, it makes the job a lot quicker. Alright, so I'm going to remove the center console to get better access, and to do that, there is a T25 on this side, and the same thing on the other side, so I'm going to unscrew those, and this unit will move back. So once the screws are out, you can remove this piece on either side, and then you can pull the black tab here, and that'll let the whole unit slide back. In this case I have a DVD player, so I gotta be careful that I don't yank anything too hard. I pulled the center console out further back, and so this was possible because there's a little extra length of harness there that allows you to pull it back, and there's two connectors in the foam here that I'm going to disconnect, and that will allow me to move this out of the way and access the 6 screws that hold down the center console. So if you don't have the DVD player, you may have the harness there, I'm not sure. It will probably be easier than having to disconnect 2 big connectors. So for the green connector, the side that connects to the console has a little tab here that you can push down and pull. The foam is glued to this connector, so be careful. I pull it up a bit, but it's not completely gone. Alright, try to do the other one. Same thing. It's kind of glued in with the foam. Your pins in there. So when I reconnect it, I'll have to be careful to make sure that it's clear of the foam. And that lets me remove this console and put it out of the way. Put it behind the driver's seat. Now with that, we have screws here, one there, one on the other side, and then one here, and one here. Just for reference, back here, there's the third one there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This gray connector has a piece of wire looping into this little hook area. And to remove it off of this, you can pull it back and up. So if you angle it back, it will clear the little tab, and then you can slide it forward. So the rear ones are small screws, the front ones are big screws, or the middle ones are big screws, and we'll see how the front ones are. Which most front ones have washers on them. So right here, and they are long, slightly less coarse too. Okay. Before I keep going, I'm going to remove the panels on either side. For easier access, I'm moving the seats back. The panels on the side, we are removing plastic cover. Going out. And so the reason we're removing these is because there are clips that go in here and hold this in place. So we want to make sure this is out. We just leave it down here, and we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Pull the seat back. Down here. Pop that off. There we go. Back here, there are little tabs. Right here. Right here. We have to free up. Maybe I'll use that. Yep. The other side. Yep. And we can lift up and out. Getting close. We have to go back a bit. Yep, back. What? Oh no. So it turns out that gray connector, yeah, you have to disconnect it. Okay, moving back. Getting out of the way. This will just wedge it there. Okay. So, now that it's out of the way. I can access this from the side, maybe. Unfortunately, I don't think I can get out of park. Okay, as long as the bits of plastic, that means probably now if that's done, I can turn the piece. Maybe I can push it upwards. Up. So broke one of the tabs. Now just have to grab this and lift it out. Ah! Finally! Yes! Now with that done, I am going to reassemble the claw. Actually, before I even do that, I'm gonna make sure there aren't bits in here. And I even found a broken piece that went flying earlier. I don't know where the yellow one is, but that must have fallen out at some point in the past. Anyway, that's good. After wiggling the tab ended up breaking, I was able to push and pull it out. So, okay. Yellow one goes on the bottom. Spring is going to go in here. And goes into the channel on the top and the black part. Just going to remove this old one. Now they're both on. We are going to push. Actually, before I even do that, just to be sure, get the spring in there, which that way, well, I think. Okay. Actually, before I even do that, I'm gonna try to see if I can drive. Okay, that was a bad shit. That does work. So now I gotta find the spring. Ah, what an idiot. Okay. What a fool I've been. Let's reassemble this. Check that. Alright, the sensor to tell whether it's in the right spot is on here. Let's place this back on. Okay, fortunately, even with the 2 tabs on the back missing, it's still nice and secure. Okay, that means drive, manual, nice and strong response. Excellent. Prop this on here for just a little bit. Actually, you know what? Just put it neutral. Going to line this back up, forward. Okay, so here in the front there's little guides that you want to make sure you're into place on. Snap in the rear. That's all in. Now we're going to put the parts with the washer on the very front. We'll pull it forward. The coarse threads go in here. Gotta make sure these are through. 1, 2, and a gray one here, which we'll snap back on. Let's do this here. And the third one at the very back. It's all secure now. Okay. Here's the green one as well. Shove those down there. Actually, while I'm here, I'll reattach the side things.
You're moving the seats forward to access the mounting screws for the armrest.
Okay, with that in place, snapped in with the black tabs on either side, I'm gonna put the screws back in. That's secured now. The little piece break off here, so I'll fix that. Now that we have center console and the armrest back in, or in my case the DVD player. We're gonna make sure we have everything back in. Okay. And that involves making sure this catch ring for the boot is in place. Before I do that, snap this back in. So we're gonna line it up, push it up, that's in place. And this seems to be either direction. So let's take a quick look here. I'm gonna go with the side that's rounded off down. So I'm gonna push this, grab this in here, drop that on here. Oh, I did a bad job. Okay. There we go. No! Okay. No! No! Okay. Okay, hold the ring. Pop this in here. Drop this in. Actually, here. So it's parked, and I can turn it off. Damn it. This will be on. Okay. Pop the ring back on.
And that's it. And that's the shifter fixed. If this video helped you out, leave a like. If you have any questions, leave a comment. And if you want to see more on this car, consider subscribing.
And here's a little teaser for something that you can expect in the future. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.